and we may be just less than an hour away from 2015, but the party is still going strong here at Town Center. Coming up next, we'll have another live look at what's going on here in Virginia Beach. If you're coming to work here over the next few days, you're going to be taking all your personal items and putting them into a big blue tub like this and closing the lid tightly. And this will prevent any bed bugs that are in the building from getting into your stuff and vice versa, because where there's four, there's more.
All right, more breaking news. An 18-year-old is dead after getting into a serious crash in Virginia Beach. Multiple other people were hurt.
That crash happened this afternoon at the intersection of Princess Anne and Kempsville Road. Police are just now clearing the scene. Let's go live to Kaila DeRienzo for details on the victim.
Well, guys, just since we checked in with you just about an hour ago, the intersection of Princess Anne and Kempsville Road is now clear. We are still waiting to find out what exactly happened. No, like you said, we do know that an 18-year-old has passed away. That is Aaron M. Peterson of Virginia Beach. Now, two other people were in a white car right at the intersection of Princess Anne and Kempsville during the crash. Both of them were taken to the hospital. Now, right now, one of them is in stable condition. The other, however, we know she is a minor and she is in serious condition. Now, out here today, forensics crews, firefighters, police were putting together a preliminary report, and it appears that a AAA tow truck was the other car involved in this crash. Now, all afternoon, traffic was rerouted at the intersection of Kempsville and Princess Anne, and drivers were being asked to avoid the intersection if possible until things were cleared up. And like we said, right now things are cleared up, and that preliminary report, we are still waiting on that right now. We should have something by the end of tonight, and like I said, that'll put a little more of the pieces together about what exactly happened out here this afternoon. As always, stay with 13 News Now for the latest details as we continue covering this story. For now, we're live in Virginia Beach. Kaila DeRienzo, 13 News Now.
It's been 4 days since the snow fell here, and the side streets and Hampton roads, especially Norfolk, are still a mess. We want to know what city leaders have to say about the road conditions. We sent Kaila DeRienzo to talk with the mayor, and she joins us live with his response.
Well, just so you guys know what I'm talking about, I want you to take a look down right where I'm going to show you. This is the ice that's still left on some of our streets. There's still inches that I can't even hammer through. So we took your comments that you've been giving us all week on social media and asked the mayor if he's okay with our streets looking like this.
Let's get right to 13 News Now reporter Kaila DeRienzo, who has been on the scene all morning long.
Well, Sandra, I'm just learning now that this whole thing started as a search warrant. Narcotics officers were sent to this home earlier this morning around 10 o'clock, and that's how this all started. Now, I want to show you the home we're talking about. It's this gray house right on the corner of East Princess Anne Road, and officers are slowly making their way out, and they have been for the past half hour now. I'm told two of the officers went to the front door to try to get in. Once they knocked down that door, two dogs, I'm told they were pit bulls, came and charged at the officers, and the officers had to shoot them for their own protection.
Kaila DeRienzo has been covering this story for us all day. She joins us live from the hotel with details on the damage.
Well, the reconstruction crew out here today tells me most of the damage was done inside the building, and because this is an ongoing open investigation, they can't exactly say what inside the building was damaged. But there are two things out here that I want to show you that you can see from pretty much where I'm standing. Right behind me, we have graffiti that was drawn, and they found it on that night, November 26th, and right above us, you can't tell because it's a little dark out here, but there is a window that was smashed in.
Police do have someone in custody for this now. Reporter Kaila DeRienzo is live there with the very latest on this investigation for us.
Well, guys, it's been a very active scene since about 7 o'clock this morning, and even since it hasn't calmed down. I want to show you right now what we're looking at. The bottom apartment, right on the bottom where we're showing you now, that's where we are just learning a domestic dispute took place. Now, one person was stabbed and has died. The other is right now in Virginia Beach police custody, but we are not learning any names at this time right now. Like we said, it's still very active. We have forensics units going in and out of the apartment trying to figure out exactly what happened here between the past 4 hours, and right now they're really just putting the pieces together. You can see the crime tape is still up, so no one's allowed over here, but neighbors have been out here watching all morning and say they know the couple very well.
She worked at Independence Middle School like a few years back, and she was nice. She got me out of trouble a couple times.
Now, right now, you might be able to see, we can see forensics units and police officers going back. They actually just closed the door to the apartment, and we are going to stay on this. We actually have reporter Elise Brown. She is speaking to a neighbor who happened to know them very well as we speak. So all night we will have continuing coverage of this and hopefully figuring out what exactly happened in this apartment very early this morning. For now, we're live in Virginia Beach. Kaila DeRienzo, 13 News Now.
Kaila DeRienzo is live in downtown Norfolk, where construction crews have been battling the heat all day.
Well, even for us just standing out here, you can see it's hot out here. And as we were doing this story today, who we really felt bad for were these guys out here. Construction workers, first responders, those who have to spend every minute of their workday outside. Now, what I learned throughout the day is that you're supposed to drink between 2 and 4 of this size water bottle, 24 ounces per hour, just to stay hydrated. And that's just the minimum to function. Well, guys, at this point, this all started, like you said, as a tip from a concerned citizen, but it's escalated into something much more. The cars and the crews actually just pulled away just as we got started with the show, but I want to show you, they entered the house right to my right. It's just beyond the house, past the bush. You can't really see it too well. But when they got in there, they found a series of hazardous chemicals, but they cannot tell us at this point what those chemicals are. Now, we do want to let you know no one is in danger. No one is charged with anything or arrested. They are simply just taking those chemicals out. Now, they've been out here since about 9 o'clock this morning. We had Newport News Police, State Police, Organized Crime Division, the DEA, and even crews from Quantico out here helping. And I'm told it's not that there were a lot of chemicals, but they aren't exactly sure what they were dealing with in there. So that's why it took so long to get everything taken care of.
This is a giant economic boost for Norfolk.
That's right. Most people are actually getting back on board right now, but take a look right behind me. There's the ship, and she is literally the biggest cruise ship to dock here, making this a very big win for Norfolk today. Now, for years, this port has virtually been a ghost town up until today, when the world's second largest cruise line in the world decided to come back.